2, 3, 4. How's it going, everybody? And you know who it is. My name is Sun Woo, and we are live in the studio. Yes, we are live in the studio. And why are we doing this? I honestly don't know. No, I thought it would be nice to sometimes be able to show more of the studio and just include a few more angles into the videos. So I always thought of a way of doing that because I'm not really keen on showing my face because I'm lazy, and that means I would have to take care of myself. So that's why I have the mask, yeah. Some people in Germany, they might ask, why is there straw? And they might ask why I have a mask. But if you're not from Germany, you don't have to get it. Doesn't matter. Got sidetracked there. Anyway, so I got a mask so I don't, have to get my makeup done and stuff. And yeah, it's just easier. And we've got this nice fisheye over here on my iPhone that I've got clamped to a shelf. So you get a bit more of a view of the studio. Here's an aquarium. It's hard to see that right now, but it's for some smooth vibes here. We got windows there that are dirty, but also another advantage of a cheap fisheye lens like that is that you can't see everything so clearly. So here are some dirty windows with trees. You see trees. So you get an idea of what I'm looking at when I'm making these beats and what the mood of the day is. And today is an amazing day because we've got autumnal leaves in the background. Right now they look pretty green from the camera angle, but from where I'm sitting, there are some nice golden leaves. Hey, Colors in Space Recordings, Kobo, Serhi Ton... Wait, let me... Serhi Tonkoshkurik here. And of course, here we've got the star of the show. I mean, I should have introduced her earlier, but Sweetie is in the house. She's taking care that she is clean for the camera. And yeah, I love hanging out with her. I don't know if you get the scale of her. She's a midget. I don't know if that's politically correct. She's a small cat. Yeah, so she's pretty small, and I love it. Yeah, so a bit about the studio. So what do we have? We've got the aquarium here. We have a pothos plant hanging out of the aquarium, taking care that the water is clean. In the aquarium, there are endless live bearers for all the fish freaks out there. They're easy to take care of, and because the aquarium is basically just full of plants, it takes care of itself. I mean, I just have to top up some water and not much maintenance is needed. That is pretty sweet. Up here, which might seem dark, there are fishing hooks above the fish. I always find these in the water when I go snorkeling. I love going snorkeling, and because there's a lot of fishermen where I go snorkel, a lot of these get tangled up in the sea, between the rocks and stuff. So I sometimes pick them up and take them home as a souvenir. So that's why I got fishing hooks there, all these shrimp-looking things. We've got a Moog Matriarch here that I've been heavily underutilizing. That's why I put it here now. It was previously on a shelf over there, and I wasn't using it much. So I'm intending to give this some love and today we're just going to use it as a MIDI keyboard probably, but yeah, I want to integrate this more because it sounds amazing. The delay on here is just absolutely insanely nice sounding, and yeah, it sounds like a Chase Bliss pedal in itself. We got the Eurorack here, which I sometimes use, not often. We got some Yamaha speakers here. What are these called again? I think, are they called MSP5 or something? They aren't very expensive. They're good enough. They're not sitting in the right position anyway for me. But that doesn't matter. I use headphones a lot of the time, and you know, I'm not gonna get anything mixed to the most professional standards anyway, and that doesn't matter. It's all about the vibe. Yeah, here we got one of these weird stand thingies with multiple arms on it, that I usually have the microphone on, and here's the camera, the Panasonic Lumix, I believe G8, or depending on which market you are in, G8 or G85 or G9. It's been treating me well. It's been my main camera for the channel for quite a few years now. Hey, Brock Chalker, thank you very much. I love this view as well. So there's only one neighbor down there, and then, yeah, it's just fields here that are not used anymore, and then the mountain goes up there. So we're in a little dip, in a bowl up the mountain. Sweetie, you want to say something? No? Okay. You can see her little lightning rod tail in all its glory. She must have been in a lot of fights before I got to know her. And as you can see, it's bitten off and all zigzagged. Yeah, this is Japan indeed. It's very rural Japan, Niigata-ken. So this prefecture is, it's mostly farmers and nothing much going on, but I like it. From here I can go to the sea in about 1 hour. I'm there, so that's not too long a drive. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much specifically about Saitama, but depending on what your job is, if you are doing an online job, there are so many cool places you could go to in Japan. Yeah, if you're fortunate enough to work online, then look at everything, because there are so many places, and so many places that are also extremely cheap. If you want to buy a house, it's laughable, the prices here. You can buy a house for, I mean, depending on what state. If you don't care, you know, about having the swishest place, you can basically buy a house for less than most people's cars in Japan if you are looking in the right places. And yeah, so it really depends on what your standards are. My standards aren't too high, so I could find a lot of nice places here, but it all depends. If you are looking in the cities or near the cities, you are going to be charged a lot more than here in the countryside, because no one wants to live here, because Japanese all go away from the countryside into the city. But I'm sure this is all going to change, and also they want to clamp down on foreigners buying too much property, so we'll see. Hello Fletch, and hello Schnoodle Video. Thank you. Fletch is asking, did you just get a Matriarch? No, I've had this for quite a while, but as I said, I've underutilized it. But it's one of these pieces of gear where I know, like, this is one you should keep because it just sounds so nice, and yeah, it has just enough stuff to be able to keep it interesting and also easy from the get-go to get a good sound out of, thanks to the delay. Sweetie needs a lot of attention, but she's also very chill. But she definitely always wants contact, but on her terms. So if I pick her up, she gets angry, but she always wants to be on the lap. How I ended up living here. My wife is half British, half Japanese. So we met in Germany and decided to move here. And that's how I ended up here. So many people, many foreigners that come here, they are already Japanophiles before they end up in Japan. For me, it was different. I never had like a real relationship to Japan in any way. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I love anime and I love whatever, I love ramen. It just happened that way. And yeah, we ended up here, and now I love it, especially with the way the world has gone. I mean, so we've been here for 10 years now, and since we moved here, it just seems the world is going absolutely crazy. I don't know if that's just the Western world is going crazy. I don't know if that's just from the perspective here because I'm not living there anymore or not, but it does seem weird. And so while in the beginning, when I came here, like in the very beginning, it's always all good. Every Westerner coming to Japan has a few phases. Basically, you come here, everything is cool. After a year or so, you're thinking, oh man, I don't have this that I've had in Germany, and I don't have that I've had in Germany. And there comes the other phase where you hate everything and you want everything back that you had overseas. But these days, I'm very, very grateful to be here because life is cheap, life is safe and good. You get good food for a good price, and you are left alone. Nobody bothers you, and yeah, I am enjoying the quiet life. If you, like, for example, back when I was a young man, the partying culture in Germany, I think, is probably a lot better than here. Festivals, music festivals are a lot better in Germany than they are here. Like, if you want action and that kind of stuff, then you might have an advantage in Germany, for example. That's my point of reference. But if you are cool with a simple life, at least where I am here, with a simple life, living cheaply, living in nice nature and not being bothered, then this is an amazing place. And yeah, so I enjoy going to the seaside, hanging out in nature right now, and it's perfect for me. I hope this answered something. Oh no, don't ask me about learning Japanese. I haven't learned it yet. And I've been here for 10 years. Louis Etienne Vallée, how are you liking Japan or Niigata? Yeah, I think that pretty much answered the question. I love Japan, and I love being in Niigata especially because recently I had to go to the airport and then to Tokyo and go through Tokyo, and I thought, damn, I really would. Me personally, I mean, many people might enjoy it, But I personally wouldn't like living in Tokyo, I believe, now that I've had so much time here and the freedoms that I have in rural Niigata. I wouldn't want to go to Tokyo and live in a small apartment. Again, if you want more action and want to experience more interesting things and such, then maybe Tokyo is better for you. But for me, life here is good. Absolutely great. So I appreciate being able to be in Niigata. Oh yeah, bears. Yeah, good question. So bears are a hot topic right now in Japan, and apparently the number of bear attacks and killings by bears has doubled this year. I think it's 13 people dead, if I'm not mistaken. And I've seen bears before, like right here in the village. So, 5 minutes walking from my house, I've seen bears. Luckily, I wasn't walking at the time. My wife and we were driving the car back home, and just outside the village entrance, there was it a mother bear with a cub, I think, crossing the road and running up the mountain. Luckily, here are the smaller Asian black bears. If you go up to Hokkaido, they have the brown bears, which I think are more of a, is it a grizzly or Kodiak equivalent? So they are quite a lot more powerful. Not that the black bears couldn't mess you up. But yeah, luckily I haven't seen a black bear hiking yet, walking around, because I walk a lot through the mountains. So fingers crossed that they don't get us. Sometimes I take bear spray, sometimes I'm too lazy, which I probably shouldn't be. And recently there was a bear attack on a Australian foreigner, I believe, in Joetsu, which isn't too far from here, like an hour or an hour and a half. And I think the bear bit through his arm and broke his arm and stuff, but he got away. But then there were others are not so lucky and get carried away by the bears, and so on and so forth. So that's bears. Don't mess with the bears. Oh, other nice animals that I've seen around here I could talk about. So I guess this is less of a music session today than talking session. Other animals, Nihon kamoshika, which are goat antelopes in English. So they look a bit like deer, like smaller deer. We've seen them around here, and really cool ones. I've been walking through the mountains with my wife, and one of these goat antelopes, or kamoshka, there was a mother and a child, and the child ran right in front of us, like stood half a meter in front of us, and then ran back to its mom, and back and forth. It was like it wanted us to chase it and to play with it. Really cute, and seeing that from a really wild animal, not an animal that is around humans all the time or is in a fenced-in zone. It was really cool to see that a wild animal child would do that and would interact with us in such a way. Absolutely amazing experience. Furthermore, other animals, what are they called? Oh, the mink, Japanese, no, sable, exactly, Japanese sable. They look really amazing. They have this orange golden fur, and especially when you see them in winter hopping over the white snow landscape, absolutely insane and amazing. And a lot of eagles, inuashi. So inuashi are called, I believe, dog eagles in English. Dog eagles, right? Or golden eagle, yeah. They are here they are around a lot. I think I'm not quite sure if they are endangered throughout Japan, but here in Niigata I see them all the time. Yeah, especially here on the mountain, you can see them flying here directly or by the beach, and they are really nice to see as well. I love inuashi. Yeah, Duolingo time for real. Absolutely, yeah. What do I think about Kyoto? I've been there only once and it's pretty. I mean, I can see why it is a tourist destination, yeah. Again, I can't say what living there would be like. Only been there for a few days. Um, duh, duh, duh. Yong-an and Thought and Co. are asking what's the main source of living. Yeah, so main source of living is actually this channel and everything that comes with it. Teaching, yeah, teaching is one of the main incomes. Then YouTube AdSense is a part, and all that kind of stuff. Everything that comes with the channel basically is my earning. That is not a lot by any means. I'm not living rich. I've always been good with not spending a lot of money, so that's one reason why I can live here and vaguely sustain myself. It could be more, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, so I don't do a lot of stuff. The reason why I like being here in Niigata as well and not being in Tokyo or anything, because in Tokyo I would have to pay for everything. You know, you wanna just sit somewhere basically. You have to go into something, into a cafe or a restaurant and buy something. If I want to sit in a nice spot here in Niigata, I just sit down and enjoy the nature. I go to the beach, can do free exercise. I don't have to join a sports club or go into some facility to do sports. I just do sports where I am. So in that way, I really don't need to spend a lot of money. The food is cheap. You can get cheap vegetables. You can, yeah, sustain yourself very cheaply in the countryside. So that is what I do. I make these videos on YouTube. I get AdSense. I teach people, which thank you to everyone who hired me to be their tutor. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it makes life possible for me. And it's a great thing. I never thought that this would be possible in any way. So I'm very grateful for it. And yeah, that this has become an avenue for living is really nice because I enjoy it. And let me gather my thoughts. Yeah, so cheap life in Niigata. I've always tried to live on low low earnings. Also, I don't have to pay for rent here, so yeah, this is very nice. Rent costs a lot for people living in Tokyo. I mean, a lot of people in Tokyo, for example, they would spend as much money on just their rent that I spend on everything in my life. So that gives you an idea. Rustic. I fed a wild crow out of my hand and come when I called it. Ironically, I own a macaw and Indian ringneck in my home. Ah, nice, nice. Yeah, there are many crows around here as well. Huge crow populations, and they are super smart, as you probably know. And around here, they always get walnuts from the trees that have fallen down, and then they put them on the road so the cars drive over them and crack them open, and then they collect the walnut inside. And they do that everywhere here. It's really insane how smart they are. Sir, he is wondering why I'm not using the SP404, at least P6. There's no specific reason other than that I have limited time, and right now I'm enjoying the Move, and I don't feel the need for them. I even bought an SP404 Mark II. I've had the OG or the SX before as well, and I have the Mark II here, but I haven't had time to use it, and the button combo stuff, I'm just not feeling like learning it right now, so I'm probably going to sell that again at some point. But yeah, just too much stuff and too little time. As a hip-hop head, what do you think about NYC? I've never been to NYC, so only places in the US I've been to Michigan, so I've been to Detroit and Grand Rapids, and I lived there for a year in Mendon, Michigan, tiny town. And I've been to Chicago and somewhere in Indiana, in some small town, but that's about it in the US. So never been to NYC. Right now, I couldn't imagine necessarily living in a city. I love the seaside too much, so I guess Miami would be an option. But then they got the alligators. Korg gear is cheap there. Yeah, I mean, you can find a lot of good deals here. It used to be even crazier. When I first arrived here 10 years ago, there were so many gear deals available here because 10 years ago, all these services to buy from Japan didn't exist yet. Now there are all these services that allow you to buy stuff from Japan from overseas. So they will then buy it from the auctions in Japan or from the classifieds in Japan and send it over to you. And all these services weren't there yet. And therefore the market wasn't as influenced by the foreign prices on gear. So I bought some really cheap stuff before. For example, I bought the cheapest thing I've ever gotten, or the best deal, was an Akai sampler. What is it called? The X7000? I don't quite remember. The Akai keyboard sampler. It's a relatively rare thing. And I bought that for, I believe, 412 yen, if I'm not mistaken. That was in Hardorf, which is like a used gear shop, all kinds of electronics, watches, music instruments, records, and stuff. Yo, Sound Control, nice to see you here too. Eric the Great, thank you very much. I'm glad the videos are helping you. Evil Jamar. Why am I masked? I explained that in the beginning of the video, but because it's easier. If I show my face, then I gotta make sure I'm more presentable. So this is just an easy way of showing and not showing myself. That's the reason. Because I've always wanted to show more of my surroundings and be able to use different camera angles, because on the one hand, having just the overhead camera is very liberating, because you don't have to show yourself, you don't have to care what you look like in the moment. I could be sitting there in boxer shorts and making the videos, which of course I was never doing, but you could do that with an overhead shot. But also, to get everything into an overhead shot can be difficult at times, because this is not a zoom lens, like it's a fixed lens, so I can only get it that high and get a certain amount of things on camera. Whereas with this angle, for example, like you can see half of the studio just from one camera. So you can see from here, from the matriarch to over there where I have the Korg Z1 and my electric piano here. Yeah, so that's one reason why I wanted to try this out. Maybe I'll abandon it in the next video, who knows, but yeah, it's worth trying things out and checking this out. And also, I have my privacy, so that's why the mask. And it's, yeah, comfortable. The Studio Ninja. Yeah, so yeah, that's the studio. I mean, I've got some rubbish in that corner, and a lot of my stuff is packed away because I cannot cope with too much gear at any given time out. It just paralyzes me, I think. Whereas if I have few pieces of gear and work with them, I get a lot more done. Less cables, less problems. That's one thing. A lot of my students, you know, a lot of people come to me for lessons for teenage engineering gear, obviously. And because teenage engineering gear is very Moorish, like you always, oh, I just bought this, but this looks also so nice. Shouldn't I also buy this, and shouldn't I also buy that? And I can completely understand that because their design is so immaculate. But yeah, a lot of people start out and they let's say they buy the OPXY or the OP1, and then they already think about buying the next one before learning the first one. And everybody is guilty of that. I am too. But I always recommend buy as little gear as possible, because it's not going to make things easier to have more stuff on your table, more things that need to be cabled up, and more MIDI connections that need to be checked because something isn't working. And yeah, more time spent troubleshooting than making music. So that is why I like to keep things simple. Yeah. GR is asking thoughts on Ableton Move versus KO2 for sample-based hip-hop. Both devices are good for it. Comparison-wise, I think in the long run, the Ableton Move is better. Doesn't mean that the KO2 isn't good if you like the workflow. So the thing about the KO2 is that you can't export your projects easily. So if you are okay with making the beats and then recording them out of the KO2 and having them finished like that, then it's good, and some people can be really productive that way, and it's really quick. Yeah, it's quick to work with on the KO2. It's a nice and fun workflow, and with the punch-in effects, you can easily somewhat arrange and make things more interesting in a very quick way. So in that way, it's really good. The Ableton Move, however, I think will get more and more features that make it more and more appealing. They are updating it a lot. And if you want to edit your beats after the fact and arrange them on the computer, then definitely Ableton Move wins hands down. Yeah. So I'm using the Ableton Move a lot also because it has synthesizer engines inside, which the KO2 doesn't. So that's a big advantage. And also one thing about the KO2, that you have to run it with batteries. So you got to charge your batteries and exchange the batteries. Whereas the Ableton Move just has a battery built in, so you just hook a cable up to charge them, and yeah. The chopping workflow on Move, um, yeah, is all right. It's, to be honest, I've used the synthesizers more than I've done chopping. That has two reasons. One, the proper chopping mode is relatively new, and I just didn't feel like sampling in the moment when it came out. Secondly, I can't sample on the channel. For example, I've done a lot of live jams recently. I can't speak anymore. I've done a lot of live jams recently, and sampling on live stream I try to avoid because I could get in trouble and the stream gets demonetized or taken down, or I get strikes, and I certainly don't want to get strikes. So I don't do sampling on streams because then I would have to show more of the whole sample, and that would likely get me striked in some way. So, yeah, I haven't used the sampling much, but I'll get into that probably in future because I want to sample more. I've got a bunch of records there. I bought like 2 blind boxes of, 50 records each for a very cheap price, and I want to go through them and sample them in videos, but one step at a time. Eric Pug, yeah, using one of the Anchor battery packs with the KO2, definitely it makes complete sense. I get it. Yeah, it's just, for me, it's so subjective what you like using and what you don't. I've used the KO2 for a long time, and it's really good. It's really fun. But right now, Move has my attention. And yeah, it's not a clear winner. I think the KO2 definitely is an amazing sampler and very fun to use, but right now I'm just focusing on the Move because I think it will also evolve more and more and become more and more of a focus of my workflow. I do believe they will integrate audio tracks in future, although I don't have proof, but that would be another thing that really yeah, makes it the number one. Crazy Wabbit in the house. Yes, yes. Nice to see you here. All right. Yeah. That's what it is, right? All right. I'll pop this. And yeah, so we have the microphone here. This is always wobbly and annoys me. And again, cheapest mic possible, Behringer, whatever it's called, XM8500. Yo, René is also here. On the one day I'm doing a live stream like this, Sweetie decides to not be on the table, but instead down there. You see her enjoying the little bit of sunshine. Maybe I can give her a little more of that. Oh, sweetie, I wanted to give you some sunlight. Oh, well. Yeah, man, I love fisheye lenses. I think there are two components to why I love them. Skateboarding, one, in my youth I enjoyed skateboarding, and secondly is old LucasArts adventure games, because they always had these very skewed landscapes and visuals. So fish eyes for the win. And also you can get a lot in the shot without everything being too detailed, so you can't see all the dust around here. And I could make gun fingers into the camera and it looks cooler. See? That's always important. Gun fingers into the camera with fisheye. Yeah, speaking of LucasArts adventure games, we could also do something like this. Let me see about a filter. Is it this one here? Oh no, I'm destroying everything, right? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Wait a second. I'm just playing around here. This is just a test stream anyway, so I shouldn't be too precious about things. We're just here. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be gun fingering into the lens more often in future. All right. So what can we do? Yeah, that's what we can do. So yeah, so we can pixelate also a little bit if we want. I forgot where the option is to do the whole screen. Like this is a, a person detection. So I thought at first of pixelating myself, but then you couldn't see the instruments that I'm playing. So I decided to wear a mask. But yeah, this would be a option to track myself, which obviously isn't working too well. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Yeah. That's this. And I also, the good thing is that while setting up this live stream, I noticed that you might have had a wrong audio in the past 20 live streams, because it seemed like that OBS Studio was doubling the audio that was going into it. So it was taking the full audio that is going into the interface, so all channels, and summing them. And then on top of that, I did like a loop back thing. So I was always wondering why the audio on stream was worse than it was on my headphones. So maybe that was the reason. Blaze Universal, yes, this is the home studio, exactly. Some OPXY content soon. Yeah, I could imagine that I will get back to that as well. Yeah. Maybe in combination with the grandmother, I think that could be fun as well, using some of the sequencing options. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, the sample chopping update. Oh, sorry, did I say grandmother? I meant the matriarch. I just noticed how wanky that sounds, but yeah, it's the matriarch. This one here. It's a lovely synthesizer. Let me mute all of this and let's see. No, we don't get sound from it yet. Where does the input go? Which channel is this? And why is it so quiet? Anyway, we're gonna deal with this one another time. Right now, it's just for MIDI. Yeah, let's go into a new project here and see. You get the groceries. See ya. And by the way, don't be fooled. The studio does not always look this tidy. At least for my standards, it's tidy right now. But I had to do this just for you. If that's going to be merch. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like the mask. I don't have plans for mask merch anytime soon, but thanks for the idea. So let's. Yeah. I don't even know if I should make music right now. I'm thinking of driving to the sea later because the weather looks amazing so far. So with a neoprene or wetsuit, it's still pretty much possible to go into the sea here in mid-November, which is insane. I wouldn't have thought that before, but I tested it a few days ago. Let's choose this. let's just make some drums first. Ah, yes, Yamaha MSP, exactly. That was the name. MSP, as it was 5 or 10. So far, I'm happy with them. I can't complain. They were cheap. By the way, what do you guys think of showing the studio like this? Ah, I just remembered. Here we go. Yeah, I want to know. What do you think of seeing more of the studio, or do you want me to just keep this camera here and keep it simple and clean with the overhead shots? Because if none of you want to see any more of this in the studio shot, then why am I doing this? Hey, chord master. Slap text, hello. Lightspeed. This is the synthesizer in itself, but right now I'm just using it as a MIDI controller. And this here is a sequencer and yeah, Groovebox basically, Ableton Move. Yeah. Know yet what we're going to do here with the bass. right direction. We're gonna try that one more time. That works. Wrong mode, wrong mode. Let's see. Yo, be jamming. It's good, what's good? All good here. Yeah, definitely Sweetie wants her own camera angle. Hey, you're showing off here, aren't you? You're showing off here, Sweetie. Oh. I don't want to hit you, Sweetie. Yo, yo. Gotta be careful that I don't go into full baby talk mode here with Sweetie. She always triggers that in me. Yep, I'm recording. I'm just sending MIDI into the Move. So what you're hearing in the bass is not a Moog bass, but the Move. Something is wrong. Hey, Sweetie, let go. Let me go. wants attention all the time, man. All right. Yeah. I don't know where to go today. Just gonna start another one. See if a vibe will catch. Anyway, this is just a test stream to figure out this new camera angle. I bet this preset here, the AC Piano Lo-Fi on the Move, is from the Porter Sound series keyboard, I believe. I know that sound. It's called the Porter Sound, right? I have a sample pack of it, and I forgot the name of it. That's typical. Just go with this and see. Chordmaster, you probably know what I'm playing here. I have absolutely no idea. I cannot this stuff. Just hammering a few keys. Come on. Yeah, clappertis wave. Yeah, definitely better not to show the face. At least for me, it's a safer thing. Absolutely. And with this new camera angle, you definitely get a lot more sweetie action. Let me have a ear break for a second. So, how are you all doing? All good? By the way, I haven't asked you, is the sound acceptable or are we getting a lot of distortion today? You're hearing an announcement. I don't know if you're hearing it, but there's an announcement outside right now. So everywhere in Japan, at least where I am, there are speakers everywhere that not only do they play a jingle, in my case, morning at 7, midday, and evening at 7, but they also give you important announcements like earthquake warnings or bear warnings or fire hazard announcements and such things. Tonwerk in the house? No, I don't got a Tonwerk. Thank you, Dollars House Music. I appreciate it. That will forever remain a mystery. But I got a ring on my finger, so sorry, man. I want to listen back to the other day's project. I'm just jumping around. Today the inspiration isn't striking, but that's okay. Team Fortress by me. These are from the last stream, by the way. That's a stream I was happy with, but today I'm not vibing yet, but I gotta see. Let me know if you got any more questions about Japan, about the studio, about whatever. Maybe I'll answer them. Doesn't like being picked up, so I gotta make that short. Yeah. Maybe I give it one more attempt. Oh, they do have great Japanese food in Japan, indeed. Yeah, I've taken more to eating ramen lately. They got a really nice shop near here that has a wonderful spicy ramen. I mean, they got amazing ramen shops all over the place. Yes, JJ, I live in Japan. You see the Japanese nature out there. Dollars House Music, what are your favorite Japanese foods? So I like sushi, obviously. It's amazing. And even the cheap sushi you get near here is really, really nice. Because it's not a touristic area where I am, things are generally cheaper. And there's one supermarket, like a larger supermarket, that has amazing negitoro maki. And yeah, so maki rolls with the minced tuna and spring onions. Absolutely amazing for such a cheap price. It's ridiculous. You like udon and sushi, okay. Both good choices. Thank you, Louis Tien. I appreciate the feedback. It's good that it's still somewhat enjoyable what is happening. Yeah, so sushi and ramen are probably what I go for when it comes to Japanese food. I don't eat out that often, although last 2 weeks took a little bit. I took to it. What part of Japan? I am in Niigata-ken, the prefecture of Niigata that is probably very unknown. It's next to Nagano. You would eat a tire if it was tempura covered, Eric. That's true. Tempura, I haven't gone out to eat tempura much. What you doing there? I'm living life. Yeah. My wife is half Japanese. That's why. That's how I ended here. That's probably your question. Remy Lord, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but which server told you to click on this video? I am interested. Dodecahedron, you're renting a car in Tokyo and driving up into the Alps. So meaning near Nagano then? I assume if you're talking about the Alps, although there's probably multiple places which call themselves the Japanese Alps, but I think it's near Nagano, right? In Nagano-ken. Thank you, Remy Lord. Oh, yes. Yes, teriyaki. Yes. Absolutely. Karage is also there's an old couple here which makes karage, so like fried chicken little pieces, and I don't know, they must be both 80 years or older, and they have a little chicken karage frying shop at their house. It's right by the road, and the prices there are so incredibly cheap. So for 100 grams of fried chicken, they are charging 100 yen, which is, what is it, 70 US cents. And I mean, for that price, you can't make it yourself any cheaper. And yeah, they're super old, and all day they're frying that chicken. When you drive by, you always get the fried chicken smell. And a lot of people stop by there, so that's one of the places I also get food. A Roblox server of all is recommending my stream. Interesting. Awesome. Okay. Kanazawa Takayama. Well, I hope you're gonna have a nice time there. Enjoy your time in Japan. Close to Fukushima? Not really close. Not super far, but also not close, no. Let me look on a map how far Fukushima is away. It's not too far from what I'm aware. Doesn't it even border the prefecture? No. Oh yeah, it does border on Niigata. So the prefecture of Fukushima borders on my prefecture, but that doesn't mean that Fukushima itself is close. Yeah. I mean, I'm on the other coast, so on the other side of Japan. I'm here on the west side, Fukushima east side. That is what's up. Tokyo Festival of Modular. No, I'm probably not going. Just gotta save some money. Getting the train there costs money. Yes. Maybe another time. Also, the end of the month will be pretty busy for me. I would like to go there at some point, but yeah, the end of the month for me will be too busy. I gotta prepare my travel to Germany, see some family and stuff. So that's the case. Shout out to Gunfingers represent, yeah. Are you going to Tokyo Festival of Modular then? House music. What Japanese animal was I not prepared for seeing in real life? Oh, centipedes. Oh my god, I hate them. They are so disgusting, and I've had one fall on my head before, and I mean, I don't get queasy about many animals, but centipedes are really disgusting. You're going to visit 5G. Yeah, that's that synthesizer shop. I think all the gear nerds go there when they go to Japan, right? I've funnily never been, but I've been to so many used gear stores all over the place. In the beginning, when I came here, I went to like almost every hard-off store that I could see, and yes, looked if they had any great offers there. Definitely hard off was a lot of fun to explore for used gear. Yokai, what is that? Would you please jog my memory? Then I can let you know if I've seen yokai. I see. No, not so far. Although some people in my area are so old you could mistake them for some. For example, one of my 8 neighbors, she's, I think, what is she now? 80, I don't know, 80 something, and she's still working the fields every day. It's pretty insane. See you, Crazy Rabbit. I certainly am taller than the average Japanese citizen, yeah. I do get a lot of stares. I don't know if you've seen it on my channel, but I had a video about the Japanese hip hop festival a few weeks ago, and yeah, it was pretty funny going to the festival because I was the only white guy in the crowd, and I was, a head taller than everyone, so that was pretty weird. But by now, I have fully embraced my role as the outsider, and I enjoy it. Delete that one more time. Sorry, sweetie. Why is it not capturing right now? bass notes are wrong, but somehow I find it sounds better right now when I play the opposing bass notes rather than the ones that match the previous notes in the chord. So it sounds better to me if I go rather than. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not. right. Sweetie, what do you say? Shall we wrap it up? Huh? Sweetie, shall we wrap it up? This was the commentary from Sweetie. Yeah, again, today I'm not vibing the best, but as I always say, whatever you do, it's practice. And practice hopefully makes makes me better at some point, but yeah. Either way, I enjoy, just trying out a few melodies. It's always all good. And I really enjoy playing into the Ableton Move with a keyboard. The pads are great for finger drumming. I'm not a big fan when it comes to playing melodies with them, and that's just something I've figured out over time. And I also think the way I approach making music also changes all the time, as I've started to attempt to play the piano a little bit recently. I've grown fond of inputting notes with a piano. It does make sense how the keys bounce back, and just the interaction with the instrument is different than hitting pads. So I enjoy that. And also that you have a larger, or the way you access the octave range with the fingers, it just feels natural. I guess that's why the instrument survived for so long. Yeah. What can I say? As you can see, it's it's a bit overexposed out there, but it's a beautiful day, and I think I want to spend some of this day outside. So I will hit the road after I take out my summer tires out of the car, and yeah, see what I can do. Anyway, I appreciate you all for joining the stream and chiming in and asking me questions and hanging out with me. It was a lot of fun. It was different from usual, a lot more yapping, a lot less making music, but that's also okay. Suits me today. And yeah, again, please do let me know in the chat and in the comments afterwards if you like the new camera angle for live streams, or if you don't. Leave a like and subscribe, and even if the stream is over, feel free to leave a like and all that stuff. Leave a comment, share it with everybody. Everything helps out, and I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, engaging with this weirdness that is my YouTube channel. Yup. Hit the beach, maybe. Yeah, I think I might just do that. All right. I actually wanted to do a live stream from the beach the other day. As some of you may have seen, the stream failed. So because the internet there wasn't strong enough to provide the juice necessary for a live stream. But maybe in future at some point. For now, we've got this new setup. You got to hang out with Sweetie and me a little more. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna do this more often. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, you folks out there, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.